Welcome to Hospitality Property School. This podcast is where savvy hotel, inn, bed and breakfast, and resort owners and managers get their bi-weekly dose of hospitality property tactics and strategies from authorities in the hospitality industry. They will share their decades of experience and help you find success. You are listening to Hospitality Property School with your host, Jerry McPherson. Welcome to another edition of Hospitality Property School. I am your instructor, Jerry McPherson, and today I have a question for you. Is your restaurant meeting its potential? If you have a restaurant on your property and are only catering to hospitality property guests, you're leaving money on the table. Now, you might have a very good restaurant. In fact, you might believe you have a great restaurant. But without local patronage, how would you know for sure? Hospitality property restaurants are normally not on the radar of potential customers looking for a place to eat. Traditionally, hospitality property restaurants have a difficult time attracting locals. So what can you do to improve your chances? I'm going to share some ideas that have worked with many hospitality properties. 1. Consider trying a new name, identity, and theme for your restaurant and promote it to the local market separately from your hotel. 2. Use social media and the local press to market your restaurant. You can contact journalists from local publications and invite them for a meal on the house in return for a review. 3. Set up a competition with the local press and online with the prize of a meal for 4 with wine. The contest will cost you very little and if done right, can be very effective. 4. Offer a choice of menus for families and with vegetarian options. 5. Highlight what makes you stand apart from your competitors, other restaurants. Is it better service, bar and a lounge areas to relax before and after a meal, space for kids to run around, easy parking, a rural getaway? Your mind is your only limitation. 6. Create a separate website for your restaurant. 7. Be sure your restaurant is listed in the local tourism and travel guides. 8. A great way to keep both your staff and customers excited is to offer menus that are seasonal and that are changed regularly. 9. Use local suppliers. And declare this in detail on your menu, your website, and any other marketing you do. If done correctly, local suppliers will support you by advertising you verbally. 10. Make sure all local hotels have your menus, and it would be useful to invite the head concierge or front desk receptionist for a free meal. Now, in earlier sessions, we've talked about cross-promoting. And on those occasions when you do not have hotel space, you could recommend other properties, and in turn, they could recommend your hotel and restaurant. 11. Get local businesses involved. Contact and invite the local business associations for a familiarization dinner. Offer time-limited discounts to 2 or 3 of the largest nearby employers. This could be a 20% discount to their employees, which they can promote in-house. And by putting a time limit on the discount, you encourage people to use it sooner rather than later. 12. Offer theme nights, music events, wine weekends, and private special events. 13. Make sure each guest receives a warm welcome and that you and your employees go the extra mile to make their dining experience a great experience. 14. Ask for your customers' opinions. Talk with them and make feedback cards available. 15. Make sure to incorporate a method to gather all new customer data information, such as email addresses, and add them to your newsletter list. Newsletters could be monthly news, recipes, and an event letter. 16. Market your restaurant as a destination and attract foodies who are looking for a weekend away and offer reduced room rates for diners who stay over. 17. Offer gift certificates to local charities, schools, or social events. This can work well for your branding. 18. Make your restaurant easy to find. Good, well-illuminated signage and easy-to-find parking is important if you don't want your potential customers to get lost or be frustrated and go to one of your competitors instead. And 19. Make sure you have an organizational strategy in place and that everyone knows exactly what their duties are. You have to live up to your promise. There is no sense trying any of the strategies I've mentioned if the quality or service is going to be subpar. I had mentioned before that a restaurant inspector told me the first two things he looks for is whether the toilet is clean and the lettuce is fresh. Last word of advice: don't try to be everything to everyone. Find out what you're great at and do it to the best of your ability. Whenever I see a hospitality property restaurant or dining area and hear that it is empty most of the day, I see revenue floating out the window. In conclusion, making your hospitality property restaurant accessible to the local market is not only a wonderful way to garner an additional revenue stream, but a way to offset profit loss during a low season. I know I'm leaving you with a lot to digest. If you have any interesting stories about your restaurant and would like to share, or have any questions or feedback, leave them in the comments section of the show notes at KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com KHDC040. Well, that's it for today's session of Hospitality Property School. We do, as always, appreciate your comments, and if you have any topic ideas, please reach out to us on Facebook at facebook.com/KeystoneHDC, on Twitter at twitter.com/KeystoneHDC, or by email at info@KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com. As always, let's work together to put heads in your beds. Until next time, have a fun day. Oh, before you go, I would like to remind all listeners of the Hospitality School podcast that we are offering an additional 25% savings off the Guide to Operating an Independent Hotel or Bed and Breakfast training tutorials. Now, this offer will end without prior notice, so act now by visiting KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com/training-tutorials-save25. This session of Hospitality Property School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe so as not to miss any hospitality property tactics and strategies that will help you find the success you have always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best content possible. We will see you next time, right here in Hospitality Property School.